All right. Bringing up now Super Mario Galaxy. Whoa! Let's go meet Rosalina. That's a good Mario, man. Chris Pratt's not available. I'll take up the job. I still cannot believe we are getting a Super Mario Galaxy movie. Like, this is insanity to me. Everybody growing up has their era of Mario, whether it's the 2D side scrolling era all the way back in the day, whether it's the Donkey Kong version where you're climbing the ladders, the N64 version, so on and so forth. I would say the one I played the most, although I had plenty of time with the 64 version, was Mario Galaxy, dude. And to see that they're actually going to adapt it, I was losing my mind. And so I obviously went wild with the trailer. I broke it down and all that. But when I was done, I didn't realize in the logo itself, you can see a ton of planets, locations, and things we're going to be exploring in the actual Mario Galaxy movie. At least I assume so. These could just be Easter eggs to the video game, since a lot of these are from the actual game. So let me actually pull up. I think people have already broken them down. That way we can look at what. So here's one of them. It's again an island from Mario Galaxy. Says zooming in extremely close onto the Super Mario Galaxy movie logo shows a plantoid with waterfalls next to plantoid with a single large tree. This may be the movie's representation of Honey Hive Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy, which again, it does kind of look like it. I mean, they've gone with a different artistic style, but if you have this island over here and then this tree island over here, and then right here you get that same one just with more realistic textures to fit with the vibe of the movie. That feels like, yeah, okay. So that planet's going to be coming in then from Mario Galaxy. Let's see here. I think more people have like thrown. This one was my favorite because I do remember this crazy planet when I was a kid. I was like, why is there a question mark planet? Is the planet questioning what it is? What is life? Dad! Oh man, that in just mind-boggling crisis at the age of 11 playing Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii, catching stars. It's pretty fun. I wonder what the jokes that they'll have with this. If it's just something that flies by, if it's in the background, is this actually a planet we're going to be exploring? That's cool. I think I see someone else that brought up another one. So this feels like almost one of the main. I think this is like the first planet you land on in Mario Galaxy, where you're just introduced. Yeah, you can see all the pillars. You can see the houses, the trees, all the flowers. Yeah, there's the pillars, houses, trees, and flowers. It's going to be kind of crazy. They also have the flying saucer, which shows up in the intro of the Mario Galaxy game. So that's one thing the Mario movie did well. I was still kind of shocked whenever the Mario movie came out. Ton of naysayers. Ton of, a lot of people being upset with the movie. And you know what? I'm also going to be honest with myself. Maybe the jingling keys worked. All right. I'm just, just being honest with you. Maybe the jingly keys worked on me with this one because I was like, I get that reference. I know that level. I know that power up. Oh, that was Mario Kart. It worked for me and it put a big smile on my face. And I feel like everybody did their jobs well enough. I think from what I was used to with Illumination, this was kind of a surprise for me and I had a good time with it. But people were vocal of their issues and they did have problems. I do wonder if they're going to address any of that stuff, if they're going to take it more seriously. Like already I was seeing a lot of people be more upfront about them wanting to get rid of the pop songs in the movie. No pop songs and just stick to the Brian Taylor score, I believe, or Brian Tyler score, which yeah, I mean, they do great renditions from the actual game brought them in. I mean, just the little Mario Galaxy theme that you hear in the teaser trailer sends nostalgia down my spine. And so there's that. I am sad of the loss of Donkey Kong, but it totally makes sense why he's not coming in. There's something I didn't pick up on that a lot of other Mario fans were quick to point out. Daisy has recently been named the Desert Princess. I have no idea when this happened or when this became canon in Mario lore, but apparently Daisy is now considered the Desert Princess. If somebody can write me a 10-page essay explaining where this came from or how this came to be, or if it was always this way and I just never knew. But in most recent Mario lore, Daisy is considered the Desert Princess. And with that Old Spice leak, that, dude, I can't believe that was real, for the Mario movie. And it shows Luigi, which I'm assuming that character is going to be in the desert planet because you have here the little Tatooine or whatever it's called. and it's called Desert Detour. Is that then where he meets his Princess Daisy? So we are possibly getting a Daisy introduction in here. That I want Luigi happy. Taking too many L's. Give him one W. Give him a W that begins with a D, and that's Daisy, right? Uh, we have here the Brooklyn Yoshi. I really hope he's not relegated to just Brooklyn the whole time. I hope he's more part of the movie, but he could be. So I did think that was interesting. A lot of people did bring that up. Let's see here. Is anybody, if anyone's bringing up, okay. She was from the desert land of Sarsaland. It's not new. It came from Super Mario Land game back in the Game Boy. Wow. I literally never knew, but that's cool that that is. Like I was even trying to do research, be like when this is, and I just saw like a bunch of fan art and I was like, well, let me take a detour on these. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. I mean, I just played the games. I never really like dove into the lore of the craziness. Well, speaking of lore, people are going crazy on the possible backstory for Rosalina. Is that how you spell her name? Rosalina? Because people are bringing up the story, the backstory you get of Rosalina in the actual Mario Galaxy is pretty tragic, and it has this the imagery of the tree and all that. Let me see, Rosalina tree, and people are saying that's kind of like the main imagery they were trying to evoke in the actual trailer for Mario. See, because if you have it here, so there's the tree and the castle, and then when you get the storybook backstory of Rosalina in the actual game, it's like this: it's a tree there, and then the castle off into the side, and again, it goes into her tragic backstory of losing her family and then adopting the Lumens and becoming the Queen of Lumas or something like that. Um, could they actually try going more sentimental with this one? I mean, I feel like the trailer was actually kind of somber. So, I mean, there was no crazy joke, there was no wild, cringy thing that happened. I'm trying to think back. What was the original trailer for the first Mario movie? Was there like a cringy joke or vibe to that one? What was that one? Okay, Super Mario teaser trailer. What year did that one come out, guys? 2022. What was the first teaser trailer for that one? I feel like it was about the same, wasn't it? Super Mario. It was like when he bumps into Toad and he sees all the kingdom, right? That was like the first piece of marketing we got. YouTube is just flooded with the new trailer, not the old one. Is this one it? No, that's like 2 minutes long. Either way, it seemed pretty interesting. And they just had Mario sleeping there the whole time. Was all there, music all into foot. So maybe they're going with a more serious direction. Buddy, we get it. Diddy Kong, Diddy the pedo. My God, Ian, you are hilarious, buddy. Can we all class take a second to look at Ian and laugh at his joke so he can stop spamming? All right. Good job, buddy. We're done. Jesus, man. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. I like all these little details. I think they nail it every time. I'm curious where they're because in the announcement, Universal, he also said that they're going to be pulling from different eras of Mario. I mean, it's one thing to say different games, different eras. It's like, whoa, what era you gonna throw in some 64 in there? You're gonna throw in some Sunshine? People brought up, and I forgot about this. There was a Mario Sunshine planet in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Let me see if I can do that. I feel like that's the best way to do it. I know there was a lot of fans upset that there was never a kind of how do I say it? They didn't do the sequel to Mario Sunshine, but it's just like I know it's a beloved game. I don't know how big that would have been to general audiences. I think Galaxy is a much better bet because even if you haven't played Mario Galaxy, just that title alone, Super Mario Galaxy, that evokes some thought. That evokes some people going crazy. So, um, no, there was. I saw some people say that there was like a level where like you could, it was like an homage to it, and I was like, was there? Yeah, is it this one here where you get the little jetpack and oh, it's just the planet. I don't think you get the jetpack, but it's like Starshine Beach, I think is what it was. That people were saying that was their homage to Sunshine in the game, and I was like, okay, so maybe they could do something similar to that where they land on like a water planet, and for like 5 minutes in the movie, he gets the little water jetpack. I don't know. Could do that. Could do a paper. Maybe it's a multiverse thing where planets are even different. Where he turns into Paper Mario on one planet. The possibilities are endless, guys. And now, again, my mind is still at where do we go for Super Mario 3. I just you can't do Smash Bros. I love the idea, guys. Trust me. But that's something you build up to. And I know Sony's got the Legend of Zelda movie coming up, but that's so deadly serious and live action. How do you then throw in animated Link? How do you throw in all those other characters? I just don't think so. Like, to me, my best guess is like Mario Party. And then you just do like a Squid Game kind of tournament in the Mario world. I don't know what else you do that would be that crazy. I know some people were saying like Odyssey. I just don't think Odyssey would be as big. Because again, galaxy, we're traveling in space, planet to planet. Odyssey still feel I know you're like different maps and locations, but it still feels grounded and just on Earth. Maybe we explore the pipelines. Maybe that's their way to do Odyssey. Because remember in Mario movie pipes, all those there's gotta be different worlds. Is that how they're gonna travel to the planets instead of in space? Because like this little tunnel system in place. Well, then we gotta have different pipes at other places. All right, that was what I thought about the Super Mario Galaxy stuff. You guys let me know what you think about it. And would you like to see your speculation, your thoughts, and theories? All of it down below. Okay.